and then bring your palms down on your thighs, close your eyes. Take a couple deep breaths into your body. Taking a moment to ground here. Go inwards and tune in. And then bring your hands to Anjali Mudra, prayer at the center of your chest. And you can gently press your thumbs into your breastbone so you can feel your heartbeat and your breath move through your body. So I had a dream last night about snails being stuck all over my hand. And the more I tried pulling the snails off my hand, the more they clung. And then a man walks up to me in the dream and he leans over and takes my hand and then whispers to the snails. He puts a little blessing on them. And all of a sudden they loosen and begin to slither away. And so I've been thinking about the symbolism of this dream, and you can take it in a lot of different directions. And the biggest thing that I'm taking away from this is how the more we force things, push and pull, that doesn't get us anywhere. As opposed to if we soften into the experience and simply, receive. And also put a blessing on those things in our life that may be sticky or uncomfortable or resisting us. So to open, I'd like you to think of a situation or a person where perhaps you could give a little blessing to this area of your life. And then take a big breath in your nose. Open your mouth, exhale. So we're going to open with the traditional Kundalini mantra, Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Take a big breath in. Sorry. Take a big breath in your nose. Exhale it out your mouth. Inhale. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. We'll do it 2 more times. Feel free to listen or sing along. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Take a big breath in. Hold at the top lightly. And then exhale, lower your hands down to your thighs. You can open your eyes. So Om Namo Gurudev Namo, it's a blessing and a salutations for the teacher, the creative force that lives within us. Come on to all fours. We're going to start with some Sufi grinds in tabletop. So you'll bring your hands a little ahead of your shoulders, your knees a little back from your hips, and then just begin to swivel your pelvis, making big circles, moving your hips in one direction. And so connecting the motion to your breath with Ujjayi Pranayama. So inhaling and exhaling through your nose. And you'll feel in your body, the wider you make the circles, the more you get into the side waist and maybe up into the armpits as you take your hips back. Okay, and then draw your circles going in the other direction. Okay, the next time you come through middle, pause, tuck your toes, and then lift your hips up and back into downward facing dog. So first downward dog of practice, you're gonna bend your knees, press down through the base of the feet, and then tilt your sits bones up towards the sky by really pressing the feet down. And your heels don't need to come to the ground. And then with your hands, you're really rooting down through your finger pads, expressing through the full arm to get a nice long stretch from your armpit into your waist. Let's take 5 breaths here. Listening to the wave of your breath move through your body. 2 more. And then take your gaze to the top of your mat. You can tiptoe your way to Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Take your feet about hip distance, and you'll measure that by bringing 2/5 in between the arches of your feet, and then really bend your knees and bow. So we're gonna be here for about 10 breaths. You can take your arms on the ground and sway your hips side to side, alternating bending and straightening your knees. You can also clasp opposite elbows and take ragdoll here, okay? So about 7 more breaths in Uttanasana, a forward fold. Really giving yourself to the exhale, letting gravity do the work to express the back body. So really soft and spacious here. And then if you have clasped elbows, release your hands down to the ground, keeping your knees bent, press down through the heels, and slowly let yourself roll up, stacking each vertebra one at a time. Coming up to Tadasana, mountain pose. Shoulders roll back, head comes up very last. Okay, and then inhale, reach your arms wide, lift up, maybe look up. Exhale, bend your knees and bow. Take your fingertips to the earth. Inhale, lengthen your spine forward, flat back, lift your chest. Hands can come to your shins. And then exhale, step your left foot back, lower your left knee down, low lunge. Inhale, reach your hands up towards the sky. And then exhale, lower your palms, step back, downward facing dog. In down dog, take your feet hip distance, and then inhale, wave forward into plank pose. There's a little pause in plank. And then exhale, bend your knees and wave back into down dog. And then again, inhale, we're gonna ripple forward, rolling forward, shoulders stack, and then chin away from the chest, plank, little pause. Exhale, we wave back. Okay, and then keep doing these with your breath, really letting your inhale guide the motion forward, undulating the spine. Exhale, roll back. Let's do 2 more. So all movement is sourced from our spines. We really want to take care of our spinal column. Last one. Exhale, roll back. Smooth it out with your breath. We'll meet in down dog. Take a full breath in here in down dog. And a full breath out. And then next time you inhale, left heel reaches up to the sky, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step your left foot forward, lower your right knee down for low lunge. One breath, Anjaneyasana. Lift your hands, maybe tilt your gaze towards the ceiling. Exhale, lower your palms, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, and then step forward and fold. Inhale, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Inhale, press down through your heels, slowly roll up. As you reach the top, exhale, roll your shoulders back, take your chin away from your chest. Mountain pose, palms face forward. Same, other side. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, bend your knees and bow. Come all the way back down. Inhale, flat back, reach your heart forward. Exhale, right foot back, right knee lowers. One breath, low lunge. Inhale, lift up, maybe look up. Exhale, lower your palms, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, wave forward to plank pose. And then we're gonna do the same spinal undulations here. Maybe give yourself a little bit more hang time and plank pause here. And then exhale, roll back. Few more with your breath. So giving yourself just a little pause at the top, hold the breath in plank. And then when you're ready to exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, 3 more cycles. Letting the pause in plank build a little bit of heat in the body as you hold. And then exhale, we'll meet in downward facing dog. Bend your knees, draw your chest towards your thighs. Let's all take a big breath in. And a long exhale. Next time you inhale, right heel comes up to the sky. And then step your right foot between your hands. Lower your left knee down. One breath, low lunge. Inhale, lift up, maybe look up. And then exhale, lower your palms, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, step to the top of your mat and bow. Inhale, flat back, draw your heart forward. Exhale, hold. Inhale, last time like this, slowly rolling up. Shoulders roll back, head lifts. Great, turn your palms forward, mountain pose, try to be still. Enjoy the wave of your breath. And then opening your eyes, inhale, lift your hands to the sky. This time as you exhale, chair pose. So in chair, you should be able to look down, see your toes past your knees, hips go back, head, heart, and hands come forward. Take a big breath in here in chair. And then as you exhale, your legs don't move. You're gonna bow your torso, hands sweep back behind you, reach behind you. Inhale, lift the hands up towards the ceiling. Chair pose. 4 more like this. Exhale, sweep forward, down, and back. Go really slow. Enjoy the little trembling. Maybe you're not trembling. I definitely am. I'm getting hot. 3 more. Last one. Inhale, chair pose, take your gaze up, and then exhale, bow, hands to the ground, heart by your thighs. Inhale, flat back, draw your heart forward. Exhale, step your left foot back. We're coming into high or low lunge. You choose. So back knee can be down on the ground or back knee is elevated. If you're with me in a high lunge, bring your hands to your sacral area. Draw your left hip back, your right hip forward, so your hips aren't splayed. You're evening out your pelvis to face forward. And then there's a little bit of fluidity here. Yeah, we don't want our pelvis to be super fixed. Take your hands up towards the ceiling, and then you're gonna bring your fingertips into your palm, your thumbs up, okay? So thumbs are gonna go up towards the sky. And from here, it's breath of fire. So it's a sharp exhale through the nose. It sounds like this. Okay, if this doesn't serve, if you're on your period or you're pregnant or you're already really hot, keep breathing Ujjayi. We're just here for 30 seconds. Here we go. Inhale, straighten both legs if you're in high lunge. Bring your thumbs to touch above the crown of your head. Pause here. And then exhale, bend into your front knee. Lower your hands on either side of your front foot. Lower your left knee down to the ground. We're coming into lizard pose. Bring your right foot wide on your mat. You can point your left toes and you're letting your pelvis, specifically your left thigh, come forward. So now we're stretching the psoas and the quad, which just worked really hard for us in our lunge. You can stay upright. You can use a block under your forearms, or you can bring your forearms down to the ground, okay? Wherever you are, close your eyes. We're gonna take 8 breaths here. Focusing on your exhale to soften. So longer exhales tells your body, specifically your nervous system, to relax, which then affects all the other systems in your body, your muscles, your organs. When we're in an easeful place, things run a lot smoother, both inside and outside. Last 2 breaths here. Take a big breath in and a long exhale. Use your inhale to come up on your hands. Shimmy your left knee forward and then slide your right foot back, okay? We're gonna come into a variation of camel pose. You're gonna bring your hands behind you, tent your fingertips, palms are gonna face away from your body. Option 1, you simply draw your shoulders on your back, lift your chest. This is great, this is a heart opener. Option 2, you can lift your hips a little bit up away from your heels, okay? And then for this one, let's keep our gaze towards our navel. 5 breaths, breathe into your heart. This lovely organ that just does so much on a physical and energetic level. Last 2. Great, gently lower your hips to your heels. Everyone take your hands palm down to your thighs. Sit up nice and tall. We'll sit in a neutral pose for a few breaths to align. Feel your heartbeat as you breathe. And then look forward, set your hands, downward facing dog. Okay, in down dog, take your left heel up towards the sky. And then step your left foot forward, lower your right heel down to the ground. We're coming into warrior 2. Bring your palms up to either side. So doing a little alignment check, a little fit check. You're gonna make sure your heels are heel to heel alignment, okay? And then you want your front knee stacked over your ankle. Your body likes when the joints are stacked. It lets the muscles wrap around the bone in the most efficient way to support you here. And then your pelvis, same thing. You want to check that our hips are about even, depending on how tight you are in your inner groins. So once you have your legs, we're going to reach our arms out to either side. Hands are soft. Okay, and just 5 breaths here. Now, as you inhale, imagine you're breathing up into your armpits, creating more space and length through the side waist. And then as you exhale, press your heels down. So there's a little bit of resistance. 4 more like that. Inhale, fill yourself up. And then exhale, press the heels down. Legs are really active. Last 2, maybe go a little lower in your lunge. Keep rooting through the outer edges of your feet. Take a full inhale. Full exhale. Great, look down at your front foot. Lower your hands on either side of your front foot. Lift your back heel, look forward, and then step to the top of your mat. Feet are hip distance, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, draw your heart forward. Exhale, bow. Next time you inhale, sweep your arms wide, lift up, maybe look up, and then bring your hands to your heart center. Pause for a moment here. Great, chair pose. Lower your booty, lift your hands. Press your heels down, and then it's almost like you want to press your feet down and then out into your mat, and that lights up the outer sides of the legs. It gets into glute med. We're going to do those same little waves we did last time. So inhale, lower your butt, lift your chest. Exhale, hand sweep forward, back, and down. 4 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, reach forward, down, and back. 3 more. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Next time you inhale, chair pose. Next time you exhale, forward fold. Hands down, heart down. Inhale, flat back, reach your heart forward. Exhale, left foot steps back. So same, high or low lunge as you did on the other side. You can check in terms of your pelvis, what's happening. Sorry, I think we did our left foot last time. Step your right foot back. Yeah, right foot back, left foot forward. Do the foot you didn't do. Hands come up towards the sky, and then take your fists, your fingertips into your palms, thumbs come up, okay? And then it's breath of fire. So sharp inhales and exhales through the nose, or you're breathing long and deep here. Okay, here we go, 30 seconds. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Straighten both legs. Bring your thumbs to touch above the crown of your head. Pause. And then exhale, bend into your front knee. Lower your hands down on either side of your front foot. Lower your right knee down. Walk your left foot out. We're coming into lizard pose. So you can point your back toes. And then staying upright, we're coming down onto your forearms. Ideally, you're mirroring the same shape you did on the other side. Okay, settling in with your breath. Gently arcing the heart forward. And then breathe into the upper chest. Feeling your heart widen as the rib cage expands, your lungs expand with every inhale. 2 more. Great, let's all take a big breath in. And a long exhale. Come on up to your hands. You can scooch your right knee in so it's under your hip, and then step your left foot back so your knees meet. And then we're gonna come back into that modified camel pose. So again, fingertips face back. Here is great, sitting on your heels, or we lift the hips. And then this time for 5 breaths, if you wanna add the release of the head and look behind you, that's an option. Just know your head is heavy. So you might even look up, look forward, up or back. 5 breaths. Close your eyes, go inward. Pressing down through the feet, your shins, lift your hips a little higher. And then slowly lower your hips first, then bring your head back through center. Palms down on the thighs to ground. Take a couple full body breaths. Maybe sighing it out the mouth. Look forward, set your palms, downward facing dog. Down dog, inhale, right leg lifts up towards the sky. And then step your right foot forward. We're coming into warrior 2. Lower your back heel, bring your arms wide. And then make those little adjustments in yourself, in your body. Make sure you can see the instep of your front foot so your knee is moving back, pressing down through the knife edge of your feet. Okay, and then arms come wide, shoulders on your back. 5 breaths. Inhaling to create space. Exhaling, little contraction. Press down through your feet. Almost like you're hugging your heels in towards the middle of your mat. There's a little contraction here. 3 more breaths. Let's take a full inhale. Full exhale. And then lower your hands down on either side of your front foot. Lift your back heel, lower your back knee down to the ground, and then slide your right foot back. So we're going to come into our Kriya. Your Kriya today, we're going to come laying down on our back. So we're going to be on our back for a bit. If you have back sensitivity, you might use a blanket or a towel underneath your back body. Okay. So come on down to recline. I'm just going to set a little timer here. That's like a little preview of where we're headed. Okay, come on down. So setting a rolled up blanket underneath your back, and you can also set your hands under your booty, okay? You want your back stitched fully down on the ground. So think about the integrity of the spine. Your tailbone lengthens towards the back edge of your mat. Your back flattens on the earth, okay? Hands can come under, but just make sure there's still that lengthening of your spine. So this first move, we're gonna crisscross our legs, okay? So ideally your feet are at about 30 degrees. This one's challenging. Talk about patience and sending blessings, okay? This is my new favorite Kriya. It's very challenging. So ideally your feet are here. You might be up here. This is also great. It works the adductors and the core stabilizers. So the further out your toes go, the more challenging it is, and you'll feel it out, okay? So come on down onto your back. We're here for 2 minutes, okay? And then as you do this, it's either Ujjayi breath or breath of fire. So this, okay? Are you ready? Are you with me? It's way nicer doing it with people. So here we go, crisscrossing the legs. Our 2 minutes starts now. Breath of fire or breathing in and out through your nose. Keep going. Think about extending past the tips of your toes, and you can go slow. This doesn't need to be a really fast movement. Go real slow, find a rhythm that you can sustain, or take a little break and come back in, okay? Keep going. We're halfway there. Last 30 seconds, less than 30 seconds. Keep going. If you took a little pause, hop back in. We're almost there. Great. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Reach your toes up towards the sky. Hold at the top. Maybe lift your tailbone up away from the mat, your hands. And then exhale. Take your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a hug. You can rock a little side to side if it feels good to massage your spine in this way. And then set your feet down on the ground, either knees together, feet wide, or feet together, knees wide. Bring your hands to your ribs, close your eyes, and take a couple full body breaths to really rest. So these kriyas, all yoga really stresses our body, our nervous system, our endocrine system. And then these periods of rest is where your body absorbs the work. And this teaches us how to respond to stress when we step off our mat. If we can learn to connect to our breath and appreciate that nothing lasts forever. 2 minutes is nothing, right? Okay, bring your knees back up. We have another core one. You're welcome. You'll feel amazing for the rest of the day. Bring your feet up. This one is, I feel that this one's a lot easier. We're just gonna do leg lifts. And so you can use your hands under your booty if you need to. You can set your hands down on the ground, and then it's normal breath. So inhaling foot up, exhale foot lowers. Inhale, one leg lifts, exhale, the other leg lowers. Okay, we start now. We're here for 2 minutes. And so if you need to, you can bend your knees. If you're like, cool, I don't have it in me to keep my legs longer. You can do variations with your knees bent. It lightens the load. It makes it a lot easier on your transverse abdominals. So the longer the lever, the more you're working, and you'll feel it out as we do this. That's the beauty of the practice, is it's all about the process. Great, we have 90 more seconds to go. Close your eyes. So in Kundalini Yoga, we work with a mantra as we move. Sat Nam, it means I am truth. So you could inhale Sat, exhale Nam. Inhaling Sat, exhale Nam. You got this. Keep going. Little more than 30 seconds. This is our last core move on our back. That's what I was gonna say. Great, last 10 seconds. Next time you inhale, reach your toes up overhead, maybe lift your tailbone up away from the ground, get long through both legs. And then exhale, knees come in towards your chest. You can rock side to side or be still, just appreciate bent knees, relaxing here, maybe rocking forward and back. And then lower your feet down to the ground, roll over onto one side, and come on up to sit. Okay, so find a comfortable seat. We're going to be seated for about 6 minutes for this next move. This is one of my favorite things to do. So we're going to basically be arm flapping and hitting our ribs with our elbows. Okay, so the motion looks like this. I'm not going to hit as hard because you're going to pick it up through the mic, but you're striking the sides of your body with your elbows, palms face forward, and it's with breath of fire. And your motion doesn't need to be linked with your breath, but if it is, as you exhale, you're hitting the sides of your waist, okay? And so what this does, this stimulates your lymph, specifically the lymph under your armpits. These are the ducts that clear all the dead skin cells and tissues. It has a really good, it clears the body on a physiological level. It also expresses the shoulders and the upper back. So if you sit all day, like it loosens up the muscles here. And then in Kundalini, striking the seventh rib, I'm still researching what this means. The seventh rib is linked to our creativity. So as you strike your side body, you're energetically stimulating the energy point around the seventh rib. I'll let you know more on this as I find it out, okay? So we're gonna do this for 6 minutes. Close your eyes, bring your gaze to your third eye point, the space between the brow, okay? Take a full inhale, and here we go. Going. If breath of fire ever becomes too much, no, you can just breathe in and out through your nose. You don't have to keep the breath going. Keep your elbows pumping, hitting the side waist, lifting up to either side. We're almost halfway, okay? About 3.5 more minutes left. Keep going. You got this. Think about how you can work with the pose rather than against. Go inward, move into a space where you're working with, maybe giving yourself a blessing here, breathing into your heart rather than resisting. Move into the posture. Keep going. Last 90 seconds. Come back in. These moments of challenge, these obstacles that we choose to face within ourselves, such as a 6-minute Kriya, give us the resilience to face adversity when we encounter it day to day. So we can move with the flow, we can move forward, sending people blessings instead of resisting. Keep going, last minute. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Take your hands by your armpits. Pull your elbows back. Hold at the top. And then exhale, lower your hands down to your thighs. Be still and feel. Breathe into all that you feel. Slowly make your way onto your back, the corpse pose, keeping your movement slow, your gaze soft. Come on down. Take your arms wide, your legs wide. Feel free to use any props that you prefer as you rest on your back. Take a full breath in your nose. Exhale it out your mouth. Do another one like that. Big breath in. And a long breath out. Bend your knees, place the soles of your feet on the ground, and take your feet as wide as your mat. And then you can take your arms wide or above your head and gently begin to wash your knees side to side. So maybe lingering on one side for a couple breaths before moving to the other side. You can be fluid or pause on either side, whatever you prefer. Two more breaths like this. And then the next time your knees roll to one side, you're gonna follow your knees, roll to the same side and press yourself up. Come on up to sit. So our meditation, bring yourself into a comfortable seat using your props if you prefer. We're gonna bring our hands to a diamond shape and bring our palms in front of our heart. This on an energetic level connects you to Anahata, your heart chakra, okay? And so the invitation as we do this really simple pranayama is to consider the situation or the person or persons that you want to send your blessings. So we're gonna work with, sending love to those we thought of at the beginning of class or the situation. The pranayama for this is you're going to inhale through your mouth with pursed lips like this. Exhale through the nose. Inhaling through the mouth. Exhaling through the nose. And so this pranayama has a cooling effect on the body. So breathe, maybe extending the breath for 4 to 6 counts, breathing so deep into your heart. Last one. After you finish your last round, bring your hands to Anjali Mudra, prayer at your heart. Press your palms together and guide your thumbs in towards your chest so you can feel your breath and your heartbeat. We'll close with one sound of Om, the primordial sound that connects all living beings, all our hearts connected through this sound. Take a full inhale. Out your mouth, exhale. Inhale to Om.